One, today we are going to be looking into creating a time to climb activity on Nearpod. So, the first thing you are going to do is go to your Nearpod account and go to My Lessons. Here you will find any lessons that you have saved. We will click this plus button right here where it says Create a Lesson, and we are going to be creating a lesson from scratch. We're going to click this button here, Add Content and Activities, and we are going to be looking for the Time to Climb activity. So under here where you can create the lesson, you're going to scroll down all the way to where you see Quizzes and Games. Under Quizzes and Games, you will see the Time to Climb game. And then you're going to click this Add button right here. It will automatically default to this activity banks selection where you can type in a standard or a specific lesson that you are trying to do. If you want to use artificial intelligence to create questions, you can click this button above. And for our more advanced users on Nearpod, I have included a link to an article talking about using AI for Time to Climb. So we're going to go back to the activity banks, and we are going to be looking for a first grade math standard. Some other grades do pop up first, but we're just going to scroll down here to where we have recall defining attributes of rectangles and squares. So this is a specific standard within first grade. If you want to use the AI, this does pop up to create some more multiple choice questions. We are not going to do that today. But here it has curated 8 questions in the lesson about the attributes of rectangles and squares. As you can see, these questions are editable. They are, you can change the answers. You can change the images that are shown or add images to be shown. Change the names of students if you want to include some students from your classroom. But as you can see, some questions automatically pop up into this Time to Climb quiz. If you want to take some questions out, like if you think one is too easy or too tough or something like that, you can take questions out with the delete button. You can also go to the bottom and click Add a Question and add some additional questions if you want additional questions, additional answer choices, etc. We're not going to add one today. We are just going to be utilizing the ones that have automatically been put into this Nearpod lesson. And once you have gone through and made sure that these are the questions that you want to have on your Time to Climb quiz, you will click up here where it says Save and Exit. Once you've done that, the lesson will go into My Lesson section. So since it's the most recent lesson I've looked at, it's right here available for me to teach. There are 2 different ways that you can teach this lesson. You can do this live, where you control the pace of the questions, or you can do this as a student-paced assignment where they are completing the questions on their own at their own pace. So students that might need a little extra time or are ready to move ahead to the next question, that might be a better option. Either of these selections, you will be given a code that you will display on your screen for the students to join and get started with the activity. Since we do not have any students, we can't see the activity actually going. But if you go back to the hyperdocs, you can see that there is an example of a Time to Climb assignment in live time. So that is Time to Climb, a way for students to feel engaged, but also as an assessment tool that you can use within Nearpod.